everyone. It's 7 a.m. and you know what time it is.
It's time to wake up Nigeria.
Welcome to the morning show that everyone is talking about. Trust me, they are.
And if for some strange reason you've never seen us before, I am Yomi and she is Titi, and we are coming to you live on TVC right now.
Don't forget, we're streaming live, tvcontinental.tv, and of course on Facebook. You can look us up at TVC Connect. For comments, make sure you hashtag Wake Up Nigeria.
That's right. Of course, thanks to all our friends at home for your comments. Keep them coming.
Please do. We love them, by the way. Great comments all over Twitter, Facebook, everywhere.
That's right.
And, well, hey, another 2 hours of great show. That's going to be the best way to start your day. Are you ready?
I certainly am. And I know everyone in the house right here with us is ready too. We've got Tolu, the chef, and the master baker joining us this morning.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi.
Hi, Tolu.
That's tasty Tolu right
Very tasty.
Tantalizing Tolu.
Yes, sir. Oh, dear.
You guys are washing too much.
What's that? Tasty,
right there,
tantalizing
right?
And of course,
Tolu.
is with Tolu this morning.
Hi, good morning. It's the Wake Up Nigeria show. You're welcome.
It took 48 hours to do her hair. I'm
love
just
the
putting it
hair.
out there for people.
We love the hair. by
A
the way.
girl's got to do what she's got to do.
And for the
changed my
news
mind.
update this morning, we have our very own Fadishola on standby.
Hi, Fadi.
Well, good morning to you now. How are you all this morning?
We're good. Taking
Great.
it easy. And it's Tuesday.
Yes,
and you know how
Indeed it
that
is.
So for our lineup today, Dr. Billy will be making us break a sweat with some serious workouts, and digital strategist Chidi Okereke will be joining us later on the couch.
Yes, so that's right. Mike and MM are going to be taking us through some celeb fashion choices. Who got it right and who didn't really get it right, you know, if you know what I mean. Also, fast rising star Eyin Nanwige will be joining us later on the show to talk to us. He's hot, by the way. I'm trying to like not break his sweat thinking about it. That
Anyway.
guy is
Anyway, we're also
Very-
going to be
no, 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 let me
introducing some
talk about-
special guests later on, because I know once you see a fine boy, I mean, you just go.
yeah.
And as our custom is here, first, we'll go straight to the news with Fadishola, and we'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Thank you. Now to the news. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has formally kicked off a nationwide strike. The ASU president, Biodun Ogunyemi, made this announcement in Abuja on Monday following the outcome of its NEC meeting over the weekend. He said the strike had become necessary because both the federal and state governments have failed to implement the provisions of the agreement they reached with the union. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has announced the receipt of a petition for the recall of Abubakar Kuki, representative of Bebeji constituency in the Kano State House of Assembly. INEC's chairman of Information and Voter Education Committee, Adedeji Shoyebi, disclosed this in a statement issued on Monday. The statement said Kuki's constituents submitted the petition on Friday, and a schedule of activities in respect of the petition will soon be released. Kuki is from the same constituency with Abdul Mumin Jibrin, suspended member of the House of Representatives. Kabiru Ajoto has been elected Speaker after the impeachment of Justin Okonobo by members of the Edo State House of Assembly. Ojoto says Okonobo was removed by 19 members and stated that the exercise followed due process. Meanwhile, the former Speaker claims his impeachment was illegal and ordered the suspension of those involved in the exercise. The House accused Okonobo of shutting down the Assembly to attend his son's graduation in the United States. He was also accused of running the House like a private enterprise and awarding contracts without due process. The embattled National Legal Advisor of the All Progressives Congress, the APC, Moise Banire, on Monday failed to appear before the disciplinary committee set up to educate on the allegations of anti-party activities and misappropriation of campaign materials and logistics leveled against him. The committee had summoned Banuri to appear before its sitting by 10 a.m. on Monday at Bishop Age Memorial School, Ilasamaja, Mushin, to defend allegations contained in a petition written against him by 2 members of the party in the area. In his introductory remarks, Chairman of the committee, Balaji Abbas, said the function of the committee was simply to examine the allegations leveled against Banuri by concerned members of the party. An appeal has gone to Ogun State government to consider prioritizing eye care services in its healthcare delivery program, as most people with eye problems lack financial backing to take care of themselves. Consultant ophthalmologist Oladapo Awodeng made this known during a free eye care screening and treatment organized for residents of Shagamu. He urged government at all levels to ensure that proper eye care treatment is available for the people in order to reduce the increasing number of blind people in the country. And despite pressure and threats from persons suspected to be agents of the Akwa Ibom state government, the Lagos-based rights activist Inibe Effiong successfully mobilized people into the streets of Uyo on Monday to protest against Governor Udom Emmanuel's plan to build a new governor's lodge in Lagos. Akwa Ibom State already has a governor's lodge in Lagos, by the way, but the state government is saying that the lodge is too old and dilapidated and that there is a need for a new one that could host potential foreign investors who may wish to meet with Mr. Emmanuel in Lagos. Those who oppose the building of a new lodge argue that the government could renovate the old one and use the remaining money to tackle hunger and poverty back home, as well as the infrastructure deficit in the state. In addition, they argue that with an international in Uyo, investors could fly into Akwa Ibom for a business meeting or go to the nation's capital, Abuja, where the state has a state-of-the-art governor's lodge. The previous attempt by Mr. Effiong, a lawyer, to hold the protest in Lagos in front of the Akwa Ibom Governor's Lodge was frustrated by thugs said to have been hired by the state government. And that's a wrap on the news update. Back to you now. Sports comes up next.
Well, thank you so much, Fadi Shola, for that. And we've got sports coming up. And joining us this morning is the one and only Mikey.
Marvelous Mikey.
So we have this red thing going on this morning, and I don't know what that's about. It looks.
Yeah.
I feel like the two of us are vying for your attention.
Really? You've got it, but we have to read sports. So let's take sports and we talk about that
because
later.
he's here?
What's that supposed to mean?
Is that something Mike is trying to say?
Okay, all right. The home-based Eagles, led by coach Salisu Yusuf, have assured they will qualify for next year's CHAN in Kenya despite a shock 1-0 loss in a final playoff in Benin at the weekend. Benin snatched a late home win courtesy of an 88-minute penalty scored by skipper Mama Seibu on Sunday, with the return leg match billed for Kanu on Saturday. Skipper and goalkeeper Ikechukwu Ezenwa said the Eagles will still advance to Kenya 2018 even after the defeat in Cotonou. The overall winner will qualify for next year's CHAN in Kenya. Barely few weeks to the commencement of the 2017 African Skating Championship, the Nigerian Roller Skating Federation has said it has perfected plans to send a Nigerian team to the Continental Championship. President of the Federation, Comrade Joseph Eva, says Nigeria will be sending her full team plus 5 officials to the week-long championship. Nigerian side currently in camp at the Lagos National Stadium with 40 skaters won 5 medals at the 2016 African Roller Sports Championship held in Benin Republic. The 2017 African Skating Championship is built for Lomé in Togo. Diego Costa has described his treatment by Chelsea like that of a criminal and confirmed he wants to join Atletico Madrid. The striker last played for Chelsea in the FA Cup final in May and was sent a text in June by boss Antonio Conte telling him he will not be part of a squad for this campaign. Costa says the club are now demanding he returns to train with the reserves, but he wouldn't budge. He said, "I refuse to train with the reserves. They can find me a whole year's wages, but I still won't return." Costa joined Chelsea from Atletico Madrid in 2014 and has won 2 Premier League titles and the League Cup with the London club. Yomi, I need your take on this. What do you think about the whole Costa situation?
I'm not sure it's fair the way he's being treated, but you know how it is. You know, when you've got a boss, you have to try to make peace with him one way or the
You
other.
sure can relate with this. A boss and a subordinate. And when the subordinate feels that the conditions are not right or he's not being treated well, what do you think he should do?
Well, I'm always one for taking a stand, you know, for what you believe in. Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully,
In any
hopefully
case, these
he'll
guys
come
have
out
way
on
too
top.
much money for us to be having this.
A whole year's wages, a whole year's wages. Just let it go like that.
Like
Like,
Bigo.
wow.
Okay, of course, talking about the first Clásico of the season, substitute Cristiano Ronaldo scored and was then sent off as Real Madrid beat Barcelona 3-1 in a thrilling Spanish Super Cup first leg on Sunday night. Gerard Piqué's own goal put Real ahead before Lionel Messi equalized from the penalty spot. Ronaldo was booked for taking his shirt off to celebrate his spectacular strike 3 minutes later. That was followed swiftly by a second yellow card for diving, following a challenge by Samuel Umtiti. Marco Asensio wrapped up the victory for Real with a brilliant finish in the 90th minute, condemning new boss Ernesto Valverde to defeat in his first competitive match at the new camp. The two sides will play the second leg at the Bernabeu on Wednesday. Athletics legend Usain Bolt says his career as a sprinter is definitely over. The 30-year-old Jamaican took a last lap of honor at the London Stadium on Sunday night before telling the media that he was not having any second thoughts about retirement. Thousands stayed behind after the final event of the World Championships so they could honor the greatest sprinter of all time. And Bolt was presented with a section of a track from London 2012 with the Olympics, which he won both the 100 meters and 200 feet. He matched in 2008 and 2016. Montages of his famous moments played on the big screen before the 30-year-old circled the stadium to unrelenting applause, clapping the fans back in return. Of course, that's the exit of a legend.
Yeah, it was quite a rousing moment, you know,
Yeah,
just
it was.
watching him
Emotional.
go around and people, you know,
Clap
clapping
of
their
honor.
hands. Quite emotional as well.
Yeah.
30-year-old guy going into retirement. Isn't that just...
Isn't that like,
That's
Some of us
like
are
living
starting
a
at
dream.
that's a goal though.
Some of us, we can't score that goal again because that's where some of us started. All right. Anyways, Germany's Alexander Zverev just became the third man to beat Roger Federer this year as a 20-year-old German won his 5th title of 2017 in Montreal. Zverev, ranked 8th in the world, won 6-3, 6-4 at the Rogers Cup to claim his second Masters 1000 title and extend his winning run to 10 matches. Federer lost for just the third time in 38 matches this year. The Swiss can still take the #1 ranking if results go his way at the Cincinnati Open this week. Either Federer or Nadal will replace Andy Murray at the top of the standings on the 21st of August. But then I can say that it's more likely that Nadal is the one to replace him because, of course, it more or less, I think it's results with Andy Murray not going his way rather than how well Nadal has played for him to get to #1. But we expected that Nadal should be #1 by the 21st of August.
Excellent.
Okay. All right.
Well, thanks
that's
so much.
All right. That's it on sports.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Really.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going straight to the weather
Yeah,
this morning.
we are.
We want to know whether it's cloudy
Or
sunny.
sunny. And we're back. Now time to check out the newspaper headlines. And let's start with The Punch. On the cover of The Punch, it says, NLC backs ASU as varsity teachers begin indefinite strike. Government still negotiating with ASU, says the ministry. Well, for all the students out there, wow.
It's throwing us back 25 years to all the ASU strikes.
Now there's a free-for-all as Edo Assembly impeaches Speaker, with quite a few interesting images on the cover of what happened yesterday. Some tempers flaying there. Page 11 is where you can find out more about that in the Punch. Also, there is something about the Ozubulu youth protest church reopening 1 week after the killings. Wow. A mudslide kills 300 in Sierra Leone, and Lagos raises 85 billion naira via bond for infrastructure. All that on the cover of the Punch.
All right, and then straight to The Guardian. On the cover page of The Guardian this morning, we have ASU begins indefinite strike. NAN, others seek quick resolution of crisis. And it's a real crisis in the education sector. And then still on the cover of The Guardian, we have a statement from the presidency. You handed over a ruined economy, presidency tells Jonathan. And then a couple of stories at the bottom of the cover. It says NLC TUC plan rallies against diversion of bailout fund by states. On page 7, you would find Edo State Assembly impeaches Speaker, Deputy. And then also steel firms, government officials collude over unpaid utility, say reps. So all that on the cover of The Guardian this morning.
Moving swiftly along to the cover of The Nation. It has that same, well, similar headline, Buhari to Jonathan. Your government destroyed economy. The presidency rejects the claim that PDP left a healthy economy. That's quite a big story. Picture of President Buhari and Dr. Jonathan on the cover there. Regarding Biafra, Kanu deceiving Ndigbo, says Okorocha. That's right there at the top. Something to look out for. Federal government accuses lecturers of bad faith as ASU begins strike. It'll be total, comprehensive, indefinite. And there's a situation on campuses also highlighted there on page 6. All that on The Nation.
All right. And then finally, on the cover of This Day this morning, presidency, Buhari good enough to continue in 2019. That's a curious thing for someone who's just recovering. False proponents of president's resignation. Trades barbs with Jonathan over management of economy projects. And then also on the cover of This Day, ASU downs tools, says Babalakin committee lacks power to resolve its demands. And then also on the cover of This Day, Zenith Bank makes 30% provision on 9 Mobile loan. That's good news for 9 Mobile there. And we've got a photograph on the cover of This Day this morning. More visitors for Buhari. The president there with the Secretary General of the OPEC, Mohamed Barkindo, and his sons who visited Buhari in London just yesterday. All these and more in This Day this morning.
All right, I think it's about time for us to move along now. We have Dr. Billy and Mike on standby for aerobics.
All right.
Okay, good morning, and here it's time for workout, and I'm here with, of course, Dr. Billy, our health and fitness instructor. He will be our sweat generator today. Hope you're geared to go with us all the way. Dr. Billy, good morning, sir.
Hello, Mike. How you doing?
So what's we doing today?
This morning we're going to do some explosive strength aerobics.
Okay, did you hear that? Explosive strength aerobics. So what does that mean?
Well, that means that any exercise we're going to be doing will be with a lot of explosive strength, and it's going to be very fast. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to be exploding with your movements for
the
main workout.
Is there any press up involved in this one?
Yeah, the press ups are there.
Okay, because
so,
waiting hand is going.
You know.
All right. Okay. So Dr. Billy, take us out.
No, thank you very much. So as usual, we start out with our core activation. So we're going to start out with our planks And then after that, we're going to go into a dynamic warm-up to loosen up our bodies and prepare ourselves for the main workout. So the main workout, like I said, is explosive strength aerobics. And then after that, we can go into our cool down with some deep stretches and deep breathing. And then we can recover from the stressful workout. So we start out with our basic core activation. So since this is going to be a full body exercise, we're going to do the full plank. Okay, so we can do this anything from 10 seconds to 30 seconds to 2 minutes, depending on your level of development. Okay, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's for the front. We go to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We finish off with the back. Same thing, full plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and over with the core activation. So we move into the dynamic warm-up. So we start from head to toe. So we start with our neck up and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Side to side. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. We move to the shoulders. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Reverse. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. We take it higher. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And reverse it. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. So we take it to the sides now. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and to the top. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. So we go into some deadlifts to try and activate and warm up the lower body. Let's go. 1, 1, and 2, and 2, and 3, and 3, and 4, and 4, and 5, and over with the dynamic warm-up. So we start out with our jumping jack. So we go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. When we move directly into plyometric push-ups, we go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And we go into jump squats. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we go for the abdominals. We go 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. That's one set. So after this, depending on how many reps you've done, you can take a 1 or 2 minute breather and recover from that first set and take another set. Okay, so we're going to take a 1 minute breather right now with some stretches. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stretch long so you can stretch the back component of the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so maybe we take another set. Okay, so we go back from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Up. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's set number 2. We recover with deep breathing and stretches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a little bit intense, so you need longer periods of recovery so you can complete the workout. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and change. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, and change. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and change. Let's go now. So we have entered our cool down session right now with deep stretches and deep breathing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and change. Diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and backward. Let's go as far as you can go. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the side, all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Balance it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you finish up with a deep squat. Chest out, head up, and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and over. So that's our workout for today. I'm sure you've broken a sweat, your body is activated, and you're switched on for your day.
Okay, all right. Now, I just want to ask, before workouts,
Yes.
what can people take maybe to, keep up that stamina for as long as possible?
Yeah, there are things we call ergogenic aids.
Okay.
One of them is probably to have maybe a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, with lots of maybe sugar or honey in it
Okay.
to give you energy to burn for the workout.
For the workout.
And then you can also have a piece of fruit, a banana. Bananas are very good. They're very popular with athletes. You understand?
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Or a smoothie, a fruity smoothie of some sort.
During the workout or before?
Before the workout,
Before the
at least
workout.
an hour or two before the workout.
An hour or two.
Yeah, so that you
Okay.
build up a fund of energy for the workout.
For the
because,
workout.
Yeah.
All right. And then how about after?
After that, within the 1 hour after training, you need to do a lot of rehydration because you'd have sweated a lot. You need to replace the fluids
Okay.
and electrolytes you've lost through the sweat. And then after that, from 1 hour afterwards, you can begin to eat a lot of things that contain protein.
All right.
You understand? So,
Thank you very much, Doctor. Well, but you know that we've done something, so you can sit down.
that's right.
Okay. All right, and that's it for the session today. Hope you could keep up with us. It's better for your body. It's good for your body, believe me. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. It was
so
great
much,
having
Mike.
you. All right, so let's see. Now, we spoke about rehydrating yourself and water, but then we're talking breakfast also. Okay, and then let's move to the kitchen. Of course, we have and Tolu, but just before that, we'll take a very short break and we'll be right back.